Hey to the world out there. My name is Rob Hinkle. I run my Rob's Open Mics with a company called Focus Music down in Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. area. And I forgot to mute something. Hold on for a sec. Ran my YouTube feed at the same time. I apologize. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I run these open mics on Monday nights, or at least I used to run open mics on Monday nights at a place called T-Volve in Baltimore, Maryland. And of course, coronavirus kind of put a stop to that, and it's been really frustrating. And I had to cancel all my wonderful featured artists that I would have every night. And one of the very, very first cancellations was a group of players that I'd met up in Bel Air, Maryland, at my friend Josiah's open mic at Black Eyed Susie's, and they were stunning, and I was so blown away by them, and they were so amazing, and their voices were incredible, and I was like so blown away. And they've got their air conditioner on, and that's okay. I told them to leave it on, so that's what that is, but ignore that, okay? Because if they turn it off, they will die. Anyways, what I was going to say is that I met them up at Josiah's open mic in Bel Air, Maryland, and I was really, really blown away by them, and then so agonized that I had to cancel them. We've been trying to figure out a way that I can present them again, because they deserve to be presented. They have just amazing harmonies, amazing vocals, and like a wonderful collection of bizarre instruments floating around. You've heard rumor of the Party Llama. Don't worry about it. They'll probably introduce the Party Llama on their own. They might even introduce the Turtles if we were really, really lucky, but I kind of doubt it. Without further ado, I'm just going to step out the way. Please welcome Feather and Flask.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, everybody. This song is called Old Friends.
Walking outside, labyrinthian over the cracks along under the trees. I knew this town grounded in a compass. Cardinal landed in the dogwood. I keep going over and over and over. My steps iterate my shame. How come every outcome such a come down? Lately afternoon with the shades drawn down. Kept saying I just wanted to see you. Saying what's wrong with that? Needle shaking outlines in a compass. Every outcome such a come down. I knew it when I saw it. So I do only what I wanna. So I go through with this. I knew happiness when I saw it. Saw your boyfriend at the Port Authority. It's a sort of fucked up place. Will I avert him? I stride on a quick one. He's coming back from going over your place, hon. Feel like I could forget about it. Feel like I could mellow out. Oh, I don't feel undone in a big way. It's nothing really bad to be upset about. When I thought I was getting better, I woke up on the ground. An appointment or a disappointment. Step back going on the come down. As if I needed a reminder. So I do only what I wanna. So I go through with this. Walking out in the nighttime, springtime, needling my way home. I saw Leah on the bus a few months ago. Saw some old friends at a funeral. My steps keep splitting my grief through these solipsistic moods. Well, I should call my parents when I think of them. Should tell my friends when I love them. Maybe I should have gone out a bit more when you guys are still in town. I got too caught up in my own shit. Step back going on the come down. I knew it when I saw it. So I do only what I wanna. So I go through with this. I knew happiness when I saw it.
Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. This next one is gonna incorporate some of those fun things Rob was talking about. We've got a buffalo drum here we use for a little thump the bass, thump the bass. This is the rumored party llama. Doesn't have a name yet. Does have a really cute little rainbow glitter pride hat though. But it's just it's a pan drum in A arcane scale, and it's a wicker basket from Target, and these two worlds collided and now we have a party llama. So this next tune is called We're All Gonna Die. Not to be morbid, but we are firm believers that especially in pandemic times, really all the time, but more relevant than ever, we should live with death as our advisor. Yes. So, here we go.
Hey kid at the show tonight, the face beyond the barricade. Yeah, you dance and you sing in every single line, like it was you up on that stage. I mean to know your secret, I'm asking you for help. How do I fall in love with anything like you seem to do so well? Gotta get back to where it came out, the way it was supposed to sound, before money was ever changing hands and my feet were on the ground. Well, I can feel the wind's direction when I knew what song to sing. And he said, try not to get upset, let it all go by, because how can it be that bad if we're all gonna die? So I started to think about that girl who disappeared, and if it really was the road that pulled me away, or if I'm still a victim of my fears. She showed me the machine ran that our words protect us from, how she could keep me in the moment, how that's all there ever was. I could call and ask to see her, even if it's just a couple days. I could meet her down in Georgia, or she could fly out to LA. And if the plane goes down on her way to me, I think I know how she would react. She would smile and close her eyes and think about her life, while some voice screaming in the back
Cool. All right, we have an original coming up for you. This song is called Artificial Ways. Do enjoy. Features more Party Llama.
Serpent slithered down my spine and invite you in for a bottle of wine. Rosy hips and sunken ships make the time go by. 'Cause you've got the time and I've got the number. Let's sit around and talk about one another. 'Cause all that it is and all that it seems, oh, it flows, it glows beneath the seams. Artificial, artificial ways. Silently they build the graves. Woo! Everything is not as good as the real thing, but it makes me sing. I hear those strings ring through the mountainside, down by the light of the night. Have you seen this sight? Artificial, artificial ways. Silently they build a craze. Woo! Serpent slithered down my spine and invite you in for a bottle of wine. Rosy hips and sunken ships make the time go by. 'Cause you've got the time and I've got the number. Let's sit around and talk about one another. 'Cause all that it is and all that it seems, oh, it flows, it glows beneath the seams.
Yay. Y'all just make me happy. I'm gonna say nice things about now that you're plugged back in. Yeah, y'all just make me happy. I love listening to you. What is scrabbling around in the background? You've got monsters in the house.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. That's our dog.
Yeah. So I know you've got a turtle. Or
Yeah.
two turtles, plural.
One
Okay,
turtle.
That's a safe number of turtles. And then we've got the dog that's floating around somewhere. And then you have a cat
Yeah.
that's half ragdoll. Are there any other animals that are floating around somewhere?
There's another cat.
There's another cat. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Damn. Lacey
could
Pennington is
we
just
could
tuned
let
in
him
and she
in.
says that Party Llama rocks.
Oh, cool.
Now,
Hey.
part of me wants to hear the story of the Party Llama again, but then on the other hand, I also remember that it's a pretty It's not actually a fantastic story, and I was wondering if you had something you wanted to make up real quick. Would you like to lie to us about the party llama for a sec?
Well, I went out to the grocery store.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good start to any any story. And I was in the produce aisle, and I just saw lurking above the avocados like this rainbow glitter hat that was just kind of bobbing across the way. And I turned the corner, and there was the party llama, and I chased it through the whole store, and I was wearing my mask, of course, and socially distanced the entire time. And I tackled it, and I wrestled it to the ground, and dragged it out by the ear to the car, and here it is.
Excellent. See, that is way better than the story that you've normally told. I hope that you keep that story forevermore.
Yeah.
I want to remind everyone that's listening that there's 3 ways that you can really support them right now. One is, of course, what you're doing right now, which is listening and watching and paying attention and saying, "Oh my goodness, they're amazing," or whatever, positive adjective you want to use. The second thing you can do is go to the top of the thing and click share, whatever. If you're on YouTube or on Facebook, just share it for me. Share it for Feather and Flask. And then the third thing, of course, I've got this wonderful tipping link, this paypal.me/Lisa Governor.
You got it. Gaverna. You got it. Hooked on phonics.
I get there eventually. It's a bad trait in an open mic host when you just make up pronunciations. I should have asked you in advance. But that paypal.me, everything, of course, goes right to them. And that can, every little bit helps. We're all sort of, especially as performers, we've been out of work for months. Although you guys got to play a farmer's market this morning, right? Was that today?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
How was that? Was it awkward and strange, or doing okay? Hartford County's a little bit more chill right now.
Yeah, no, it was great. They don't have it under all the vendors under one big tent, so everybody has their own little spot, and they have signs everywhere. Everyone wears a mask, and it was really nice. We had got a lot of really good feedback from it. It was a 3-hour gig in the heat, so the good feedback was necessary to make it through. But
that's why I told you not to turn off that air conditioner.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna ask you to play another couple songs, and then I guess you'll want to chat up the fact that you're playing the State Theater coming up on August 1st with Whistler Road. I'm gonna cut and paste the event link into our comments here, and even if you're not a Facebook person, that link is something you can view on anything, whether you're signed in or not. So it'll have all the information about when and where and how much and all that good stuff. If you want to hear them a little bit more without the dog and the air conditioner and, in person, that'd be kind of amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, some more Feather and Flask.
Cool.
This is a My Morning Jacket song called Where to Begin. I climbed. When I came up, I was so far behind. My head takes a licking, but my heart keeps on ticking just the same. Always starting over, but somehow I'd always know where to begin. Round and round and round I ran. Just when I looked, I haven't even began to feel the effect. A cool dark fever on the brain. That feeling taking over like a holy roller coaster to the grave. How do I await the day in last night I'm here to see? How do I await the Mother Lord? somehow I'd always know where to begin. Always starting over, but somehow I'd always know where to begin. Always starting over, but somehow I'd always know where to begin.
Cool. We're big My Morning Jacket fans. Made a trip out to Colorado to see them at Red Rocks last year when, you know, that was a thing. And
One of their last shows.
it was one of their, only shows of the year and one of the last shows they did. So feel very lucky to have experienced that. This next tune is called Western Skyline.
By the renowned Dawes.
One of our favorites.
Oh, Lou, I'd like to let you know that I do not feel welcome. All the birds, the trees, the falling snow, no, they were not made for me. All this is where her heart resides. We met in California. She saw the city's promise reaching through my eyes, and she turned herself away. And how I cursed that western skyline, and yet I thanked it for my stars. But oh, Lou, no, my dreams did not come true. No, they only came apart. So I followed her here to Birmingham, where the soil is so much richer. And though my aching pride might guide my hand, she does not ask for me to come. So I wait for her all through the day, as if I wait for her surrender. And every time I get her to look my way, she says I'm not where I belong. But I watch her father preach on Sundays. I know the hymnals all by heart. But oh, Lou, no, my dreams did not come true. No, they only came apart. Snowfall this time of year, it's not what Birmingham is used to. I get the feeling that I brought it here, and now I'm taking it away. Let's share one more
Western Skyline. This next tune is called Shake the Frost. It is very dear to us. Jack and I were supposed to get married in March, and then we were supposed to get married in 6 days, and all of that is just...
It was a couple months, and that's
Yep.
a year.
So, hopefully now, April 2021, somebody out there get a vaccine going for us, please, so that we don't have to go through postponing this again. But either way, we have this song in our wedding vows, and we were going to perform it together at our wedding, at our reception. So, you know, we have more time to practice, and now you all get to hear it now. So, this is called Shake the Frost.
Remind me of a Sunday back home in old Kentucky, with the church choirs just belting to the pines. And I love you like the mountains loves the way the morning opens to a soft and bright greeting from the sun. So if it make you stay, I wouldn't act so angry all the time. I wouldn't keep it all inside, and I'd let you know how much I loved you every day. So darling, won't you stay right here and shake this frost off of my bones? Well, I used to drive a Mustang, and I'd run that thing on high hopes till they raised the price of dreams so high I couldn't pay. And I let that car just sit there when I should have took you driving with the windows down while the music played. So if it make you stay, I wouldn't act so angry all the time. I wouldn't keep it all inside, and I'd let you know how much I loved you every day. So darling, won't you stay right here and shake this frost off of my bones? So darling, won't you stay right here and shake this frost off of my bones?
That's such an amazing song. I actually just stumbled across that. It was like, I guess I was playing Pandora or something like that, and that song popped up in the feed, and that line about the Mustang like blew my mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ugh, all the feels.
Yeah, such a gorgeous tune. So how long you two been playing together?
About a year, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
a year.
Year or
That's
so.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess I ran across you in Bel Air at Josiah's open mic. Josiah is an old friend going way back. I'm so glad that you know that you've got gigs coming up and that you've been able to do the farmers market. My own open mic at T-Volve is probably not coming back anytime soon. Like in the heart of Baltimore City, this is just not something that, especially sharing microphones and things like that,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just not happening again anytime soon.
Mhm.
So I'm so grateful that like the digital thing is able to make this all happen again. I think you guys had said that you hadn't even like had internet until this, right? You'd sort of managed to avoid that game.
Yeah,
Is that right? You just had
entirely.
a data plan or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had unlimited data, and we, if we wanted to have internet, we would just make a hotspot.
It's like a
we didn't.
pseudo Luddite, but not really.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, virtual music is the thing now. So I was like, well, I guess I'll submit to the man and get the damn internet. So
I don't think it gets to be just the man. I think it's the overarching Big Brother man and
yes,
Yeah.
uber electronic etheric deity. It's all like hanging over us.
the interweb.
The interweb, yeah, absolutely. But it does enable some pretty amazing things, and I'm very grateful of it. And one of the amazing things that it can enable is you purchasing, or you tipping them. That's what I want to go. PayPal.me/Lisa Governa. The tip is right, or the link is right there. The link is in the comments as well. My friend Lacey's tuning in from Alaska, I think, right? And she's like,
Oh,
"Yay,
wow.
check it out! Oh my goodness, woo!" And certainly Lacey's one of my fans, one of our friends that we haven't been able to see in a long time, but she tunes into the shows, and it's so wonderful that she's tuning in for this. My friend Susan from Illinois is tuned in, and I don't know who else is out there, just any number of people, and a bunch of our open mic regulars too, which I really wish I could see again in the room. I feel like I totally had amazing questions for you and stuff like that. Are you recording things right now? Are you writing much during pandemic times?
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
writing?
somewhat.
Jack wrote a song. He
Is it
keeps
one-
he keeps delaying the debut.
Yeah.
So it will not be today either, correct?
No.
No. I think I think a lot of the things we wrote during quarantine were just really emotional, and they're just hard for us to get through.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a good outlet for that, but it's like our therapy, but when you're
Yeah.
like I can't even perform it because it means so much. It's like we got to get past that stage and then present it to the world coherently.
understand. Yeah, I also feel like writing personally, anyways, it took me a while to get past the stage where it's like everyone is feeling this, everyone is doing this, but how do I express it in a way that everyone, will relate with as much? It's almost like I don't have anything that anyone else needs to hear yet. It's just what I need to get out.
Yeah.
and It
Yeah.
hasn't translated yet. So, well, I'm going to ask for one last set from you, and you got 3 more songs in your paired hearts there.
Oh, for sure.
I thought you might. Is the next thing you've got coming up is August 1st, but you've run a couple of digital open mics. You've done a couple of things online. Are there other things that we can talk about that are coming up?
We have like more farmers market gigs. I have to get my phone for the dates and stuff, but we can post them on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Just I'll post your links again, and they'll know where to find them. That's cool that you're getting to do the farmers markets things. Although, while we don't have air-conditioned farmers markets yet, I just don't even know. It's just very
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah. Because it's not the grocery store.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I want to go to the farmer's market that only sells ice.
Yes. There you
Period.
go.
All right. Send me some more songs.
Locally grown ice.
Locally grown ice, exactly.
Grass fed.
Well, again, my name is Rob Hinkle. I run Rob's Open Mics online. Every Monday night we have an open mic. Feather and Flask. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask. Feather and Flask came out and performed this past Monday, and it was wonderful to see them again. It's wonderful to have them as my featured artist tonight. Where'd the name come from?
Oh, well, we were taking photos with our friend Shelby. She's a photographer for our wedding, and we went to the Susquehanna, and we went on was the farm trail where they have like the abandoned silo in the middle of the Susquehanna, and we had like a flask of wine with us, and we went inside the silo and sang a few songs with like the guitar and everything, and the reverberation was like epic. And we found like a giant feather that was probably like 2 feet long, and then someone somewhere said like, "Oh, Feather and Flask," and like that's just kind of stuck.
Nice. Very nice. I'm glad there's a
Yeah.
story. I'm glad there's a story.
Better than the party llama story.
The party llama was apprehended in a supermarket, and you grabbed it by the ears. That's the
Yeah.
story forever.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Feather and Flask.
All right. This next song is called Bermuda Highway. We just played it at the farmers market on yesterday. What's today? Sunday? Yes, yesterday. And we don't typically play this song, but a woman approached us right after we played it and told us this really beautiful story that had all of us just in tears. That it was the anniversary of her son's death. He had died a year ago, and she heard us sing this song, and it just soothed her soul. And she said she wasn't even planning on coming out today, that she was gonna just live in her house and try and forget this week existed, but she wanted, her son wouldn't want that. Her son would want her to go out and enjoy life and to live. So she came to the farmer's market and she heard us do this song, and it was just really beautiful. It really struck us that she felt compelled to share that. And she said that he donated his organs, and his death actually saved 6 other people's lives, and she stays in touch with them as a way to kind of stay in touch with her son, I guess, what physical form there is left of him here, living on in these other people, allowing them to live. So I just thought that was a beautiful story, and for that reason we'll play it for you.
Sometimes I walk around town looking at faces, wondering why their bodies go to silly places. Walking past copper mills, looking in and taking stills, your ass that draws me in like a Bermuda highway. Oh, don't carve me out. Don't let your silly dreams fall in between the crack of the bed and the wall. Whoa. Two times I fell asleep in a dirty basement, snoozing in cobwebs and the cement. Sometimes I wonder why the meek guy got all the fame. Maybe I'm to blame for his short, bitter, fucked up life. Oh, don't carve me out. Don't let your silly dreams fall in between the crack of the bed and the wall. Carve me out. Don't let your silly dreams fall in between the crack of the bed and the wall.
As I was singing it, I forgot a very crucial part of this woman's story. I think what she really related to was the lyric, don't let your silly dreams fall between the crack of the bed and the wall. And she had never, her sister was an artist, and her son loved art and loved Impressionist art and loved Monet and loved Van Gogh. And he had all these Van Gogh prints in his room. So she started antiquing and getting these different items from Havre de Grace, because we have a great antique selection here. We're over a few things, antiques and decoys. But she went and got a bunch of antique furniture, and she began for the first time in her whole life. And this woman, I forget how old she said she was.
She's in her 50s.
She was in her late 50s. She was also celebrating her 41st anniversary, being married to her husband.
They were together since they were 15.
Yeah, and she showed us these pictures, these beautiful paintings of like replications of Van Gogh that she had put on these antiques in honor of her son. So it was just really beautiful. We wanted to share those. Not enough of those beautiful moments happening. So
Yeah,
hope you guys appreciate that.
So this song's called "Cover Me Up" by Jason Isabel. Shout out to Chuck. A heart on the run keeps a hand on the gun. Can't trust anyone. And I was so sure what I needed was more. Tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we raged, we flew off the page. Such damage was done. But I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. Put your faith through the test. I tore off your dress, the rich man on high. But I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. And the old lovers sing, I thought it'd be me who'd help him get home. But home was a dream, one I'd never seen till you came along. So go hang your dress up to dry, we ain't leaving this room. The Persian breeze breaks open wide and a river runs through. It carries this house like a stone on a piece of driftwood. So cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. So go leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room. 'Cause someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up, know you're enough to use me for good.
cover me up. You know you're enough to use me for good.
Oh, love that one. We have one more for you. This is another original song. Oh, Rob wants to say hello. This is our technology. 2 peas in an ear pod.
It works. It works though. Whatever works. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say thank you again right before you got to your last song, because it's sort of like the last hurrah, the encore, whatever the hell. Anyways, my partner Heather Lloyd just tuned in. I think you met her at Bel Air as well.
Yeah.
And she was just talking about how that's one of her favorite songs. Oh my gosh, she loves that song. Oh, we got. I don't know who Erica Dawn is. That's kind of a scary name. I'm curious.
Erica.
That's
Erica Dawn. Oh. Sorry, sometimes I'm slow. So we got some good friends tuned in from all over the place, and I'm very grateful. Once again, if you can support these two, they canceled their wedding 14,000 times, and coronavirus is horrible, and they had to shut off their turtle tank so that they could get the turtle sound out. And life is very good. Just, if you got something you can tip with paypal.me/Lisa Gaverna, that's the tipping link down there on the bottom of the screen there. And of course you can follow them at facebook.com, Feather and Flask Music. Look for the one with their picture. I think there's another Feather and Flask out there, but I think that's like an antique store or something like that. I don't even know what's going on. Anyways, I thank you so very, very much for doing this with us. Again, it just agonized me to have to cancel you, and I'm so glad I get to have you in this virtual format. So thank you again. And Lisa and Jack, play me one last song, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, thanks for having us. For our gig at the State Theater, we typically don't, I don't want to say, we kind of do like half of the time we do this acoustic thing, and the farmer's market, we brought our looper out, so that's something we definitely were practicing a lot while we were stuck here at home. So probably a little more of an electric feel.
Mm-hmm.
We might still use Jack has a resonator guitar. We'll maybe use that instead, or maybe use the electric. I beatbox in addition to all of these other weird things, and there's
6-part harmony.
Yeah, tambourines, 6-part harmony, the whole 9. So that gig at the State Theater will definitely be a little bit different than this format, but still super cool and definitely worth coming to check out. I will say we played there a couple weeks ago, and it's beautifully set up, beautifully redone. I know a lot of people are nervous about being in an inside venue right now, but they're really doing a great job, not only keeping it clean, but keeping it set up in a way that's safe and socially distanced. And Jack and I definitely were constantly erring on the side of caution when it came to that sort of thing, and we did a virtual gig for them as well at one point because we just didn't feel comfortable going there yet. So but they're doing a really great job with it, if that kind of encourages anybody that is hesitant to come out. But they do typically virtually broadcast it on YouTube as well. But it'll be August 1st.
Yep.
This last one is an original song. It is called Welcome Home.
Your eyes speak more than you dare to tell. Oh, traveler, a wandering spell. Well, you came to my door, knocked on my heart. Welcome home, welcome, welcome home. Sometimes I get a little scared, crazy thoughts I cannot bear.
you guys.
Thank you again, everyone. That was Feather and Flask. My name is Rob Hinkle. I run a Monday night open mic. I used to run Monday night open mics at T-Volve, but I can't have them anymore, so I'm having my features virtually, and Feather and Flask is part of that. So thank you so very, very much for tuning in. Thank you to Focus Music for boosting the signal on it all. And if you can tip, please do paypal.me/Lisa Caverna and find out more about them at Feather and Flask Music on Facebook. And thank you so much. Let's go turn that turtle tank back on for them. Oh my goodness, those poor turtles. Thank you so much for doing this for me. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, let me pry this button. This is the part that I'm bad at. Good night, good night, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.